In the bright and bustling town of Harmony Hills lived a group of friends who loved to learn and play. There was Sam, a curious boy with a bright red jacket. Lily, a girl with twinkling eyes and braids that danced when she laughed. David, who could run faster than anyone in his grade. And a sweet girl named Zoe, who loved to draw beautiful pictures of animals. They all went to Harmony Hills Elementary, and their teacher was the wonderful Miss Anya. Miss Anya was not just any teacher. She had a smile that could light up the whole classroom and a laugh that sounded like little bells ringing. She knew everything. She knew why the sky was blue, how caterpillars turned into butterflies, and could tell the most amazing stories about faraway lands and magical creatures. Every day in Miss Enya's class was an adventure. But one week, something strange started to happen. Sam, who usually loved asking questions, started talking with David while Miss Anya was explaining how plants grow. He was telling David about a super cool new video game he got. He thought Miss Anya wouldn't notice, but she did. She paused, her bright smile fading just a little, and waited for them to finish. The next day, it was Lily's turn. Miss Anya was showing the class how to mix colors to make new ones. She had red, blue, and yellow paint, and was about to show them the magic of making green. But Lily wasn't watching. She was busy under her desk, trying to teach her pet ladybug, Spot, how to do a little dance. She giggled quietly, missing the magical moment when blue and yellow swirled together to create a perfect, vibrant green. Then came Wednesday. Miss Anya was reading a story about a brave knight and a friendly dragon. It was everyone's favorite part of the day. But Zoe, who usually sat at the front, completely enchanted, was busy drawing in her notebook. She was sketching a fluffy-tailed squirrel she saw on her way to school. The drawing was lovely, but she missed the part where the knight and the dragon became best friends and decided to share a giant chocolate cake. By Thursday, the classroom felt different. It wasn't as bright and cheerful as it used to be. Miss Anya's smile didn't reach her eyes, and her voice was a little quiet. When she asked a question about the story from the day before, no one knew the answer. When she asked what colors made green, only a few kids raised their hands. The classroom, once a place of excitement and discovery, was now filled with whispers, distractions, and missed magic. That afternoon, Miss Anya gathered all the children on the big, colorful rug. She didn't look upset, just a little sad. "My dear students," she began softly, "I feel like we've been losing our classroom magic. When I'm sharing something with you, it's like I'm trying to give you a special gift. A gift of knowledge or a story or a new skill. But when you're not listening or paying attention, it is like the gift slips through your fingers before you can even see what it is." She continued, "Imagine I'm a captain of a big, beautiful ship, and you are all my wonderful crew. I need your help to steer our ship towards amazing new islands of discovery. But if my crew is busy playing their own games instead of listening to my directions, our ship might just go around in circles. We might miss the island of amazing numbers, or the island of fantastic stories, or even the island of scientific wonders. We all have a role to play. My role is to guide you, and your role is to be an attentive crew, ready for the adventure." Sam looked down at his shoes. He remembered talking about his video game and realized he had missed the secret of how a tiny seed becomes a tall sunflower. Lily thought about her ladybug Spot. She loved Spot, but she also loved painting, and she had missed Miss Anya's special trick for making the color green. Zoe thought about her squirrel drawing. She could have drawn the squirrel at recess, but instead, she missed the most exciting part of the dragon story. David realized he had encouraged Sam's distraction and felt a pang of regret. They saw Miss Anya not just as a teacher, but as their captain. A captain who worked hard every day to plan an exciting journey for them. They realized that listening and paying attention wasn't just a rule. It was how they showed their captain that they were part of the team. It was how they showed respect. Respect was like saying, "Captain, I'm ready for the adventure. Thank you for guiding us." The next morning, something wonderful happened. When Miss Anya walked into the classroom, every single pair of eyes was on her. When she started the morning lesson, the only sound was her voice and the birds singing outside the window. When Sam had a question, he raised his hand high and waited patiently. When Lily felt a giggle coming, she saved it for later. When Zoe had an idea for a drawing, she made a small note to remember it for art time. Miss Enya's bright smile returned, bigger and warmer than ever. Her laugh echoed through the room again, like the most beautiful music. The classroom magic was back. They learned about planets and stars, wrote poems that made them laugh, and painted a huge mural of the night and the dragon sharing their chocolate cake. At the end of the day, as the children were packing their bags, Miss Anya said, "Thank you for being the best crew a captain could ever ask for. Today, we sailed to the island of teamwork, and it was our best adventure yet." Sam, Lily, David, and Zoe walked home together, chatting excitedly about everything they had learned. They understood now. Respecting their teacher wasn't about being quiet because they had to. It was about being part of something special. It was about working together to make every day an amazing journey of discovery. It was about making sure that the magic of learning never, ever faded away. And they promised each other they would always be the best crew for their wonderful captain, Miss Anya. So, the next time you're in class, remember the crew of Harmony Hills. Remember that your teacher is your captain, ready to take you on an incredible journey. By listening, participating, and showing you care, you're not just being a good student. You're being a valued member of the crew. You're helping steer the ship towards amazing new worlds. And that is one of the most important and wonderful things you can do. Thank you for listening to our story today. Don't forget to talk about it with your parents and teachers. See you next time for another adventure. Bye-bye. Please subscribe to BeddyBox for the next video where every child learns big lessons through fun stories.
Please subscribe to our channel at BeddyBox, where you learn big lessons through fun stories. Thank you.